going on? Yeah, what's going on? Guys here. Check this out. They're here. I'm in Arkansas. About 6 hours from my drive. 6 hours and 30 minutes actually. So just here. I'm good, y'all. Actually, I'm not good. No, I am good, but I'm not. Cause like I told you, I don't like the cold. But I shouldn't be complaining, which I'm working on that. I don't complain about nothing, but, and I stay positive, but this cold, y'all, I don't do cold. Even though I should be grateful because it's not as cold as it was yesterday when I was in Michigan and I was crying, because I'm not crying now, you know. So my homegirl last night was crying. She was like, really? I was like, yo, you too. And she was like, I didn't even get a chance to look at it. She checked it out. She was like, really? I said, that's the only reason why I don't want to come to Connecticut. Like, I think you're dope. You know, my homegirl has like great energy. She's just as dope as me. Her name is Shantae. And dope, yo. But I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Going to Connecticut to visit is dope, and her energy is dope. Conversation is dope. She's always happy. But what I will say is, I don't like the cold. You know, my aunt had lived there for like 15, 20 years. The only reason why I ain't go there, because it's cold. I don't like the cold. I'll tell y'all. That's why I moved out of Bronx, New York. And I moved to North Carolina. One thing that caught my eye was the weather. You know, it's another reason why I want to move out of America. You know, when I went to Dominican Republic, I'm like, oh my God, it feels amazing. You be half naked out here. So that's why I want to move. And then another reason of me going to Africa, I think Africa is beautiful. It don't get cold. They like, our like really, really light jacket is they cold. So like maybe when it's like 60 degrees here, that's they cold. I love that. So that's why I want to move, y'all. That's like one of the main things of me wanting to move. And I know, yeah, the sun is shining. I ain't gonna lie. It's not shining enough for me. It's cold. Yeah, it's cold. But talked to my dispatch, and of course, you know, freight is extremely late, and of course, you know, they was like, hey, we can get somebody to come get it, and you know, only thing is it's gonna cost a lot. And you know, one thing that you have to also do is stay positive, you know, because I haven't spoke to this guy for like maybe 20 minutes, you know, and I've been calling him, then he's like, hey, I'm still working on something. So we actually been back and forth. So, and then my dispatch is like, hey, we just can't wait for him. We got to find somebody else. And, you know, we found somebody else, and they was going to come out. He said an hour, but then he calls me back and say, hey, it's going to be an hour and 30 minutes, 90 minutes to come out. So I'm like, dang. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I guess I can't do nothing but wait. But then, guess what, y'all? I didn't know, but check this out. I was talking to the gas station. I'm right next to a repair place. So the gas station guy was like, yeah, talk to him. Let's go over there. So we talked to him. He was like, the only thing is, we don't open for another 20 minutes, but let me call my mechanic. I'll just tell him to drive in right here. I was like, that's dope. So in the mix, and like maybe call my dispatch, maybe like 15 minutes, you know, they guy just rolled up, and while my guy rose up. So that was cool. And you know, since he's already working on it and helping me, he's actually gonna do it. And you know, one thing I need y'all to do is remain positive. And you know, y'all always gotta be positive and remain sane, you know, because you know, some of these freights is pretty a big deal. And you know, I understand that, but I had to pull over and go to sleep. You know, you don't want to keep driving and get into an accident. So I had to pull over and go to sleep. And you know, when I did pull over, you know, I just pulled over as I see this morning. When I pulled over, you know, I went into that, and that's what probably like ripped my holes or whatever when I pulled into there, you know. So I came in, just pulled into that. I usually try to find like a pallet or something, but you know, I didn't have time. You know, sometimes when you're tired, and especially having that heat on, and y'all know how much I love the heat. So, you know, just got tired, and I was like, you know what? I don't want no accident, so I'm pull over, go in here, and didn't even know that, as I was pulling in, as I turned in to pull in, it ripped my hose. But not only ripped my hose, but it also ripped the T part, which that's why we had to wait this morning to get that done. And then he has to, make the T fit the hose because they didn't have the actual T part. So he's doing what he do. And, definitely I paid $441. And happy he came back. And then I was going to actually pay somebody else, which, like I said, it happens. And you got to remain positive because sometimes, dispatch calls and they like, hey, we need to know what's going on. We need to know a time. And you can't freak out. So, you just got to say, hey, look, this is what's going on. And, if y'all want to take the freight, let them take the freight and just, take the money out my pay. And, but I can tell y'all this is the first time it ever happened to me. Like, I'm usually no issues. My dispatch, no issues, But I also know in some cases that, this certain freight is critical. So all I can do is like, hey, this is what's going on. This is how long it's going to take, I mean, if they have to take the freight, they got to take the freight. It is what it is. But, one thing you don't want to jeopardize is an accident of you getting in an accident and hurting yourself or you hurting somebody else. You understand? So just got to remain positive. Don't get too excited. Don't get too crazy. And that's why I say stay positive. And that's why I say just come out here. Make sure y'all come out here with not only a plan, but just being aware of everything that goes on, everything, and having money saved. As I showed y'all last night, I had to dish out in 2019. I had to dish out what, $3,050 or something like that, right? So, just if I was y'all, I would actually, Apex, everything. He has vehicles. I'm gonna have more vehicles. So if I was y'all, I would reach out to some of these owners. And I would definitely, it's not leaking no more. Nothing's leaking.
Huh?
Nothing's leaking. So if I was y'all, I'd reach out to like some of these people, some of these owners, and I would drive for someone first. Give yourself a good 6 months. Make sure y'all write everything down. Make sure y'all save the money. Make sure y'all get your credit right, because, this could be expensive, So definitely wanted to come on here, let y'all know that, and still remain positive. I'm a little happy, a little more happy. Guess what? Because the sun coming out. Yes, and on top of that, my van getting fixed, and I can put the heat on. So I say that because I just want y'all to remain positive and don't let nobody stress y'all. You can't stress yourself over something. And the more you just stay positive, the more things will work out. You understand? And things is working out as we speak right now, So that's what I wanted to tell y'all. I know y'all gonna leave in the comments, oh, sorry this happened, sorry that happened. Guess what? I'm not sorry, I'm good. Y'all need to, like I said, once you understand life, once y'all understand things happen, and once you be positive, listen, there's no sorries. There's no sorries. Like, at the end of the day, there's no sorries. But anyway, later, y'all.